Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California, and I am living for this moment. This is exactly what we needed. This is the thing that is going to make every lefty head, not just in California, but probably across the country, maybe even across the globe, explode in a single moment as Caitlyn Jenner, one of the most prominent trans women on the planet, is running for governor of California as a Republican, as a Trump-supporting Republican. Is there anything more glorious than this moment? I just don't think so. So in this video, we're going to talk about Caitlyn Jenner's run and frankly why I think that the Republican Party is going to waste this amazing moment to disrupt the narrative on the left because the Republican Party is their own worst enemies and they just can't goddamn help themselves. And so I'm going to talk about that and what I think the Republican Party should do. But listen, guys, okay, here's the thing. You guys know I haven't really been shilling products on my channel at all. And one of the reasons for that is I only want to shill products if they're absolutely something that I would use and enjoy. And so today we're going to do a little experiment. We are going to do a little experiment in shilling of a product. And what I want to talk to you about is CBD oil. Specifically, there it is, this amazing CBD oil that I've been using called HempWorks, and I have the little bottle right here. You can see just on the screen, just like this. I have the cinnamon one, and guys, so I gotta tell you, I had always wanted to try CBD oil. I mean, this is like totally my jam. This is exactly the type of stuff that I'm into. And so every time I was at the supermarket, I'd see the CBD oil kind of in the checkout line. I'd be like, oh, I want to try that, but I don't really know much about it. I don't really know what the right kind of thing to get is or any of these things. And then I ended up trying this HempWorks CBD oil, and it's just awesome. I have the cinnamon one, so if you like Red Hots, like that was like one of my favorite candies as a kid, the cinnamon one's gonna be perfect. It tastes just like a Red Hot. They've also, I hear the orange one is very, very good as well, so I'm sure I'll try that at some point, but they've got all sorts of different flavors. And essentially what you do is just like, you take a couple of drops under your tongue in the morning and at night, and I'm gonna tell you what, I was really struggling to sleep before I started taking the CBD oil every day. I have been sleeping so well since I've been taking it. And last week while I was out in California, I had forgotten my CBD oil at home, and so I wasn't taking it. My sleep was crappy the entire time. I started taking it when I got back. Sleep is great again. It's awesome. So I definitely recommend this CBD oil. I will put the link in the description below so you can go and try it out. And you know, honestly, like I said from the beginning, if I was ever going to shill products, it would have to be for something I believed in. And this is an awesome way to try it out if you've ever wanted to. And guess what? You get to support my channel in the process because that helps me to be able to do this type of work and spend my time making videos and researching critical race theory and doing all this other stuff. I really appreciate it, but the link is going to be in the description below and I'll pin it in a comment as well, just so you go to the right place. All right, let's talk about Caitlyn Jenner, shall we? So Caitlyn released this press release just this morning. Let's take a look at it. Caitlyn Jenner filed paperwork to run for governor of California. Visit CaitlynJenner.com to follow her campaign. California has been my home for nearly 50 years. I came here because I know that anyone, regardless of their background or station in life, could turn their dreams into a reality. But for the past decade, we've seen the glimmer of the Golden State reduced by one-party rule that places politics over progress and special interests over people. Sacramento needs an honest leader and a clear vision. I have been a compassionate disruptor throughout my life, from representing the United States and winning a gold medal at the Olympics to helping advance the movement for equality. As Californians, we now face a now or never opportunity to fundamentally fix our state before it's too late. Taking on entrenched Sacramento politicians and special interests that fund them requires a fighter who isn't afraid to do what is right. I am a proven winner and the only outsider who could put an end to Gavin Newsom's disastrous time as governor. I think this is just awesome. I really do. I mean, listen, Caitlyn Jenner has been a conservative. My understanding is that she's been a conservative all of her life. So I don't think that in terms of her policy positions, that that's really going to be in play. Now, what is, of course, going to be a problem is that Republicans have something stuck in their craw about trans people. But here is the thing. You need to rein in your I don't even know what exact word to use. You need to rein in your issues with the LGBT activists for the purpose of this conversation. Caitlyn Jenner is not a trans activist. So the first inclination of a lot of people on the right is to call her by her old name, to misgender her. And it's like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. You all literally have a golden opportunity to stick it to the left with someone who is not a trans activist, not a crazy person, and you just need to rein in your, I don't know what the heck it is, your fervor for pushing back against everything the left does for like 5 minutes. I'm going to tell you what, the very best thing that you could do is exactly what Austin Peterson did right here. Say, to steal a phrase from Ann Coulter, our transgenders are better than your transgenders, and I retweeted it saying, you're a transphobe if you live in California and don't vote for Caitlyn Jenner for governor. This is exactly what needs to happen. This is a golden, a precious opportunity to turn the arguments of the left against them. On the left, if you oppose a trans person on anything, big or small, you will be called a transphobe. And it doesn't matter if it has to do with trans issues or if it's like you don't like the color of the car that they want to buy or something like that. Like, they call everyone who opposes a trans person on every single issue a transphobe. And now you have a Republican candidate for governor that happens to be one of the people that they've blessed with all their human courage awards and all these things, and they lifted up and put her on the cover of their magazines. And I think that the right is going to blow this opportunity. The absolute correct thing to do in this situation is to say, we support Caitlyn Jenner, we support trans people, you're a transphobe if you don't support her. That is exactly the right thing. Caitlyn Jenner is going to run against a straight white man in Gavin Newsom. You're going to vote for a straight white man over a strong, powerful trans woman? Why are you so transphobic, California? Why? Why would you vote for a straight white man over a marginalized, oppressed trans woman? That is exactly what the right should be doing. But they really need to rein back in this inclination that they have to misgender people or dig in their heels or call her by her old name or any of these things, because that is only going to prove that you are exactly who they say you are. Listen. Freedom means freedom to live your life the way you want to live it. And one of the things that really, really bothers me about the right is that many of them seem to think that freedom only means the freedom for them to live their lives the way they want to live it. It only means freedom for other people to live their lives the way they think they should be. So, for example, of Caitlyn Jenner, this is a person who became very successful, did very well, wanted to transition to live her life as a woman. It's her flipping life. No one paid for her surgeries except for her. This is her business. And you can't scream freedom on one hand and then say, oh, but not for you and not for you. Only for me, not for you. You look like a raging hypocrite. You don't need to agree with people's decisions about how to live their lives to say you are free to live your life however you want to live it. And I hope you're happy, and I hope you feel fulfilled, and I hope you feel more yourself, right? I see absolutely nothing wrong with what Caitlyn Jenner has done. And the correct move in this is to offer her unequivocal support, because it is going to drive the left absolutely insane. Insane. So that's my position on this. I think this is awesome. This is wonderful news on a Friday. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this entire situation. Do I think that she's going to win? I mean, I don't know. I guess it really depends on who else gets in the race. I mean, there's been talk of Rick Grinnell possibly entering the race, who, I think he would make a great governor. But man, do I love the idea of Caitlyn Jenner winning this. I love the idea. Do I think she can pull it off? We'll see. We'll see. But you know what? I know she's got a much better shot if the right takes the line of, if you don't vote for the first trans woman to have a viable shot to be governor of California, then that means you're a transphobe. If you take that stick, I mean, listen, The left has used this to manipulate an entire population. There's absolutely no reason why it can't work in reverse as well. Otherwise, what you're going to be doing is creating such cognitive dissonance for them, they're not going to know what to do. So please, please, Republicans, I am begging you to rein in the nonsense for like a couple of months. Stop misgendering. Stop using dead names. This is about basic respect and courtesy for other human beings. And if you aren't going to offer that basic respect and courtesy, even to people that you disagree with, then you are absolutely no better than the SJWs on the left, and none amount of whining or complaining or saying, I'm going to unsubscribe in my comments. None of that is going to change my position on this issue. Okay? This is a time to put on your big boy and girl pants and to play the battle in a smart way, because this is about winning the broader war, not about you feeling good about calling her a he. It's so stupid. You win nothing when you fight these battles. Nothing. And if you're one of these people on the right that don't care that Caitlyn Jenner is a trans person, hey man, like, I got nothing but love for you. You are exactly in the right position. All right, guys, that's all I've got for this one. I'll see you soon.